Today on episode 34, we take a look back at how my new channel started, and also today I have a special guest from the previous Wednesday Rats that we did from last year and early this year. Well, today on the show I'd like to talk about, as usual, being careful if you go out anywhere. And to tell us more about that, I'm joined by my special guest in the studio. Alana, good morning to you.
Good morning, Barry.
And
Thanks
what do you think about all this?
Think about what?
About staying clean and being careful.
Yeah, especially with COVID at the moment, guys, it's so important that we, do the right thing. We sanitize our hands, which is what Barry's been doing, which is really good.
And 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 always have enough disinfectant and Glen 20 and cloths in the home. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my outsider for her opening view on this.
Yeah, that's very smart, Barry. Glen 20, sanitizer. Yeah, you want to make sure that everything's always nice and sanitized.
Okay, because we don't know what germs are lurking around out there at the moment, and in Victoria from midnight tonight it is compulsory to wear a mask, otherwise it is a $200 fine. Here's my upside.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy with COVID at the moment, isn't it, Barry?
Very crazy. And what about people trying to sneak in when they shouldn't? We'd like to hear your thoughts about all of this on the show today. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What do you mean by sneaking in, Barry?
Well, trying to get over the border without a pass.
Well, that's not good, is it?
So if you haven't got a pass to enter Queensland, guys, turn your car around and come back. Because we've been doing so well over the past few months, and we don't want to slide backwards.
Yeah.
Here's my outsider.
I completely agree, Barry. That's the last thing we want to do is to slide backwards in these crazy times.
Like, go easy.
That's right. We don't want to do that.
Because we want to see in 2021 without all of this.
Yes.
And hopefully all of this will settle down soon.
Yeah.
And whilst I have you watching episode 34 today, please do not be complacent. Here's my outsider.
That's exactly right, guys. You need to step it up now. You don't want to end up like Melbourne and back in lockdown. That'd be an absolute nightmare. Wouldn't it, Barry?
It would indeed. So we would really like your thoughts on what you think about all of this. Leave us a comment down below. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Barry. Yeah, guys, leave us a comment and let us know how you're going.
And now coming up on today's show, we have a beauty for you. And here it is. Now, you probably have seen the special oats video. Now, this consists of oats, blueberries, protein powder, which you buy at health food stores, and the peanut butter. Now, we did a video on this last year at Elton Time Studio, and here's how you make it. You soak some oats overnight in some milk or water, and then you stir in your peanut butter, your blueberries, and protein powder. Here's my oxide.
That's exactly right, Barry. You know the recipe off by heart.
So just a little bit on breakfast, guys, now, just to keep the show up, vibrant, interesting, so that you keep watching. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day here. And why should we have breakfast? Well, so that you can focus well on your studies, on your uni work, your sport, whatever. Here's my oxide.
Completely agree, Barry. You couldn't have said that any better.
Now, if we don't have breakfast, guys, okay, we won't be able to function as well. Our mood swings will be all over the shop. Here's my oxide.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Your mood swings will be all over the shop, and yeah, it's not good, is it?
Like you get out of bed on the wrong side, it's like being on the wrong side of the road, isn't it? So please, guys, be aware of your mood swings, and we'd like to say thank you for tuning into episode 34 today. We've got a big show coming up for you today, and another thing, guys, please be considerate of others when you do go out anywhere, and practice your social distancing. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Barry. That's exactly right. You always need to practice social distancing.
So, 1.5 meters, ladies and gentlemen, is how far you should stand. And remember, no kissing, hugging, handshaking. Just go like that. Okay, go or like that. Okay, and wear a mask. Well, here's my upside.
Definitely wearing a mask, so important. Couldn't agree more.
So now I would like to talk about how this new channel started on the show. My new channel started on the 4th of June, which is a month ago now. My new channel started was because fellow here in the studio came up with some good ideas about changing it to the Daily Raps, with daily episodes from 1 to 34, which is what I'm doing here in the studio now. So just having titles and no episode numbers, the viewers were thinking, what episode is it? And that's how the staff member approached me and talked to me about the idea, and I thought it was great. I'd like your thoughts about how my new channel is going. Here's my offsider.
That's good, Barry. Yeah, it's always good to mix it up, isn't it?
So this is episode 34 now. In about 6 episodes from now, once I get to 40, I'd like to have a celebration to mark
Okay.
because I feel that episode 40 should be celebrated with a little celebration to mark my success on getting a new channel up and running. So if you would like to comment on the new channel, please do so. I would like to hear from you. Okay? But the thing I'm not allowed to do is give out my email address on the show or my mobile phone number. That's the only downside, but don't despair. You can comment on my new channel and leave me some good ideas. Here's my offsider.
Very good, Barry. I like how innovative you are when you do your channels.
Now, you probably have during one of my last videos, before Alana left, okay, you wanted my videos to be upbeat and interesting instead of like becoming stale, okay, and here they are from episode 1 through to 34, which is what I'm doing now with you in the studio. Well, the time is coming up to 16 minutes to 10 o'clock. We might take a break from the program and plan what we're going to do for the hours that we've got here. And Simon, if you are watching, mate, what a great video you did there. I really did like it. Here's my offsider.
Oh, that's great, Barry. That's good feedback.
So we might take a break and if you'd like us to cover something on the show today, please let us know down below because we'd like to hear from you. And to take us out to the break, just going over being clean and safe. And if you are sick, ladies and gentlemen, please do not come to work. And if you develop any symptoms, tell your site manager. Here's my offsider now.
That's right, Barry. That's very, very good medical advice.
And even if you haven't got any symptoms, guys, it is still a wise decision to get tested. They're testing sites set up. I know there is one set up at Northern Beaches Hospital. I have seen that. So please, if you feel unwell, please do tell your site manager. Don't leave it till the last minute, ladies and gentlemen, because the last thing you don't want to have to do is ring up at the last moment. So if you do feel sick, ring up at 9 o'clock in the morning so that the manager can find someone for you, and if you are working at a day option service, if you can't do your shift the next day, ring up the day before so that the management can find someone to replace you, and this is where I'd like to conclude part one of episode 34 today, and we will be back. We've got plenty more coming up on the show today, so don't you go away. We've got some healthy food options coming up on the show too. We've got driving tips. We've got a lot. So plenty more coming up on the day show. Proudly brought to you by Barry Fair, your narrator for this program. Please let me know what you think of this program and let me know. So it's time for a break here on the show. Don't go away. We'll be back with part two later today. And now here's my Alzheimer.
Yeah, looking forward to part two, Barry.
So part two coming up very shortly. This program is proudly presented to you by Barry Fair. The end of part one. Thanks for tuning in. Don't go away. We've got plenty more coming up today on the show.